Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Appa's video.
Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Appa, I've seen one fish soup cooking method over in China, which is very, very interesting. A little bit luxurious if you ask me. Why is it luxurious? Because you're going to use the whole fish to make the soup and you're not going to be able to eat any fish at all. The good thing about it is that particular method should be able to give you the best milky fish soup that you wanted. So I think the fish will has done the job. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. I will recommend to use a whole fish rather than to use the cutlet. Yeah, and this is actually about a whole snapper fish, which is about maybe 500 grams, and I cut it into big chunks like this. Right? We can marinate it with a little bit of salt. Then this particular video is more on how to make the milky soup out of the fish in about 10 minutes or so. So any other ingredient you wanted to add inside is really optional. Okay, you will need few pieces of old ginger. I have some fresh coriander roots here. You can actually use spring onion, yeah, but I don't have spring onion today in my fridge, so I'm using fresh coriander roots. Here, both the spring onion and also fresh coriander roots is meant to reduce the fishiness from the fish. Okay, and these are the ingredients. I just want to put it add inside the soup. I have some tofu, few pieces, chunks of tomato, and fried fuzu, yeah, dried bean curd. You can eat. You can put in anything you like, yeah. And then I have maybe about 1 liter of hot water here. Why hot water? Hot water is going to help you to create the milkiness even faster. If you don't have, then you use the room temperature water will do. All right, so we are going to put in about 4 to 5 tablespoons of oil. You need a good amount of oil here to fry your fish. Later, I'll explain to you why is it oil and fat. Fish fat is actually very important here. Heat up the wok and the oil until it is little bit smoking. We'll come back shortly. Right, once it is heat up, you can actually put in the ginger. You can infuse the oil with the ginger right now. This will also help to remove the fishiness. Oh, my hand got a bit of water. Ow! Right, then we can actually put in the fish. Use medium-high heat, yeah? Use medium-high heat to fry your fish. We are going to fry the fish somewhere around, I would say, maybe 4 minutes. You don't have to keep on flipping it. I'll let it stay for a while. Char for about a minute or so, then I will flip it over to the other side. Flip the fish over. And this process here is very important. If you don't fry your fish, you will not get your milky fish soup so easily. Yeah. So why is it we are getting the milky fish soup? Actually, it's not just about fish. Any kind of bone or meat or fish, whatever, if you want to make it into a soup, and if you want that particular soup to be milky, it needs to have fat or oil with water. You need to have these two items, oil plus water, because it is actually the emulsification effect from the oil or the fat, which actually creates the milkiness, right? To put it into layman term, my understanding is you need to keep on boiling until until the oil actually dissolve into water. That is where you start seeing the milkiness. Okay, started to char. Turn it over. Wow, very fragrant. Wow, the fish looks so good, but I can't eat it because later you won't be able to see my fish anymore. And you will know why very shortly. But seriously, if you really want to keep the fish meat, well, you decide. Okay, I will give this side a minute or two, then I will do the next step. See, it has started to char. Yeah, this is what we want to see. We'll come back shortly after a minute or two. Alright, this is after about total frying time, probably about 3 or 4 minutes on the fish. The fish is already charred. Next thing, you will feel very sad. We are going to ruin the fish. Yeah, you got to squash everything. Mess everything up. I don't know what's the right word. So you may want to cook this dish when you want to, when there is not a very happy day for you. You can try doing this at home. Take it out on the fish. Oh. See? You don't see any more oil. Just now you saw a lot of oil, right? You think it's going to be very oily, right? But no. After you do this step, all the oil has actually been soaked up by the fish meat, yeah? We are continue using medium high heat right now, yeah? So inside this will have a lot of fish bone. So later we are going to sieve it, yeah? You need to sieve out the fish bone. Okay, continue frying the fish bone for a while. Everything's still very high heat right now, and it is you can see the charness, yeah, the char. See? Right. Next thing, our hot water. Pour it in. Use high heat right now. Actually, my hot water is not hot enough. This is the limitations when we are cooking at home as compared to those at the restaurant. Number one, our fire is not hot enough. Number two, our water may not be hot enough as well. Anyway, we need to bring this to a boil. And meanwhile, I can put in the fresh coriander roots and the remaining balance of ginger. Let's bring this to a boil first. Okay, a short while it has started to boil, and you can see actually the soup has already started to turn whitish in color. So this is definitely not good enough. We are going to let it continue boiling, yeah? Make it boil, yeah? Let it continue boiling for at least about 5 minutes. Let it boil. The key word here is boil. Not simmer, boiling under at least medium high heat. So this is after another 2-3 minutes. You can see it gets creamier and creamier, but it's not enough. Let's give it another 2-3 minutes at least. Let it boil. Okay, if you start seeing the oil is already coming on the surface, you can actually sieve it out so that your fish soup will not be too oily. Right. Now I think it's whitish enough, milky enough, that's for sure. This is boiling for about 5-6 minutes, yeah, in total. Okay, so now the next step is I'm going to sieve out off the fire right now. Right, so I'm preparing a big bowl with a colander. This is Uncle Roger's favorite. A big bowl with a colander here because we want to sieve out the fish bones. Right. I'm using snapper because snapper doesn't have very fine bones, yeah? So let's press the meat to squeeze out the soup. Don't waste. Okay. And then I'm going to pour back the soup here, our beautiful fish soup, within a couple of minutes. Beautiful. Heat it up. Then I'm going to put in the tofu. Tomato. And the fried fuzu. Basically, cook them until everything is fully cooked inside. Then and we add in a little bit of seasoning. Then it's done. See, beautiful whitish fish soup within about 10 minutes. Okay, this is using medium heated temperature fire to cook it for about 3 minutes already, 3 to 4 minutes. It's basically done. You would, if I don't tell you, you would have think that this milky soup here actually took about 5 hours, right? Actually, it only took us 10 minutes. Wow. Let me take a photo. Okay. So we just need to give it a bit of seasoning here. A little bit of salt. I'm putting a little bit of my favorite Vietnamese fish sauce, ong ki. All the ingredients that I use, you can actually get it. I will put inside the video description, yeah. And few dashes of white pepper. All right, our beautiful fish soup is done. Now you know how people create beautiful creamy soup outside. I'm going to serve it, yeah, bring it over, dish it out to my serving plate. Okay, I have a serving plate here. It's a half plate, half bowl. Right, and I'm going to give it, garnish it with some fresh coriander on top. And some fried garlic. Okay. Let me zoom in for you. All right. Here's my here's Appa's milky fish soup within about 10 minutes. I hope you like my very simple video today. This will be my family dinner, one of the main dish. So if you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow Appa on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel and TikTok. Thank you very much. Let me know if you want Appa to cook anything for you. Bye bye. I mean, making the video lah. Bye bye.